just for me. I know I shouldn't call round this time, but I could use a few ideas, please. And I just want to sleep and put my feet up. Caught you riding backwards across my tracks. I caught you trampling crops down in my fields, and you're breathing poison down my back, feeding chocolate to my fears. There's always a first time. You know you called it the worst time. Well, I caught you toasting breakfast on my stove. You wiping dusters across my face. You're bringing sunshine to my room, and you're singing moonshine to my singing moonshine. I was completely taken in. There's always a first time. Sure, you know you called it the worst time. Worst time. Well, I hope you've not been sitting up waiting just for me. I know I shouldn't call round this time, but I could use a few ideas, please. And I just want to sleep and put my feet up. I was completely taken in. I was completely taken in. There's always a first time. Sure, you know you called it the worst time. Worst time. I was completely taken in.
Kyphos, the title of that. New fast automatic Daffodils in session, and more from them later, obviously, in that Pavement concert. About, how many minutes? About 40 minutes of that, I think. And a new single coming up shortly from Sebadoh, well, new 12-inch on Domino Records, and it's called Soul and Fire. This is the title track, one of the best things they've done. I really like this.
It's all a matter of soul and fire, infatuation
12-inch EP from Sebadoh, Soul and Fire is the title of it, and of that track, and it's on Domino Records, who also have stuff coming out, I understand, from Royal Trucks. I look forward to that. And at the end of last Saturday night's programme, I found a fax on the machine, which I'd not picked up during the programme, from Mixmaster Morris. I'll read it to you now, because it's not too late. He says, while you're replaying the Aphex Twin session, which I was then, actually there's something from the Aphex Twin later in this programme as well. You might like to point out that Richard and myself are appearing on April the 2nd at Hackney Empire with Spiritualised and Levitation, also at Universe on April the 2nd, the biggest legal party in Europe, says Mixmaster Morris, with Dr. Atmo, Germany's #1 ambient DJ. We'll be playing 13 hours of complete chill-out in the aquarium for 2,000 lucky people. Total attendance expected around 30,000. New ambient offerings from Rising High next week, including Atmo's LP Silence and Chill Out or Die, a compilation of chillcore classics. I'll send you these soon. Alas, Morris, if you're listening, they've not yet turned up, but I look forward to them a great deal, I must say. What have I for you next? I completely lost the thread of things here. Oh yeah, this is Marxman, a track from the LP 33 Revolutions Per Minute.
To match the flavor, savor, music to my ears, taste of the month for my antenna dears. Charming young man, dad, just like his dad. Tall, dark and handsome, caring, I'm glad. But dad was a man that loved to suck wine and dine. Adore Valentino, scored most of the time. Wolf was his method, he sung like a starling. Honey, I love you, honey, I love you now. Honey, I love you now. Yeah, honey, I love you now. That's what he said. Honey, I love you now. Growing up with the music, the wacky lolly like mickety mick dancing jigs to a rhythm. Gotta step back, that's how I'm living. Smitten with the beats of the boom boom, shake a room up. K-A-Y is on the cut, nodging up for breath. To the words I said, yeah, that's what I said. Trapping on a rasta, flow like the Niagara Falls, and I draws and I'm hard like alabaster. As I slip into the memory of my first love, a real good lover when push came to shove. We were too young, yeah, we were just starving, but for those times, honey, I love you, darling. Honey, I love you down. For those times. Honey, I love you down. Honey, I love you down. Yeah. Honey, I love you down. For those times. Honey, I love you down. Honey, I love you down. Yeah.
Not waving, but running. Not waving, but running.
Well, check it out. Lad loved to leave home and roam. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Responsible never, changed with the weather. A hat for each season, would never wear pleather. Clever though he was, never sought an education. Academics lived a life full by frustration. Mentally and sexually, aka a jerker. Dad lived a life of a worker. With Friday on his mind, Dad was inclined to disappear for weeks and pay his son no mind. But this I grew used to. As a kid I was loose too. Practiced Dad's tricks on the girls that I knew. A bloody Romeo I could coo and woo to. Girls much older than the ones my friends knew. While like my daddy back five and started snowballing. Now every time I leave my house, I hear them calling. Honey, I love you down. Honey, I love you down. Damn, Mr. Pager. Honey, I love you down. That same girl? Yeah, same girl. Honey, I love you down. Yeah, same message. Honey, I love you down. Honey, I love you down. I got it bad. You don't know how bad. Must have been inherited from the old dad. An Irish man and inclined to be a rover, but even he's got quiet now that he's older. But back in his day, he not groups much. Kids and 3 women and he never lost touch. Loved us all dearly, seen us twice yearly. A ladies' man, well I guess you say clearly. Well anyway, seems it's in the old jeans. In fact in the denim, hanging in between. And though there's a way to go before 400. Oh, your break is record. Well you're not a wolf and wonder, but I have to be cautious. Age is contagious. Any one girl could be the one that is dangerous. So wear a gym whenever I'm starving.
That's really good as well. Actually, look, obviously. Well, so's that. Hold on a second. Goodness me, getting carried away. That's Marxman and a track from the LP, 33 revolutions per minute. And that was Father Like Son. I look forward to hearing the new stuff and playing it to you too, dear listener. That's Babes in Toyland, number 30 in the Phantom 50, from the LP to Mother. That was Catatonic. And this...
Hey, Marky, buddy.
natural 3.
It's old Echo and the Bunnymen reference. Let's hear it for the Fab Four. The Fab Four from Liverpool.
Shiver like a vase right
about moving forward, obviously. It's for sale. Going down. Going down. Touch me? Someone touch me. got 2 more. Well, you got some extra time. Just want to do a quiet one? No? Okay. We'll do a box out. The old ones. You can't beat the old ones. you.
Hey, listen, and thank you too. That's Pavement, recorded last December in Brixton, London, at the Academy. You don't really want me to go through all of the titles, do you? On whatever their Big Cat records. This is Curve, well, only just Curve, it must be said, reorganised by the Aphex twin. Superchunk on City Slang Records from the LP On the Mouth. Implications of kissing in that. I don't really altogether approve of that sort of thing, I have to say. And that's called From the Curve. Another from new Fast Automatic Daffodils.
kind of feel sorry for Jimmy.
Yeah, but you don't know the whole story. He wasn't a nice guy.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you.
Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair. He used to walk his dog and then it beat him good. Like his pretty wife. And now they're up and gone. And Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair. He was the president of a company. He kept his workers poor. He lied and cheated and steal. Oh, justice strikes. Well, every once in a while, it makes a bullseye hit. Well, every once in a while, whoa. He used to yell and scream until his son would cry. He'd run 'em down. Well, he don't run no more. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair. He got big and fat and he was riding high. Making lots of cash. Trashing others' lives. When justice strikes. Well, every once in a while, he'd make a bullseye hit. Well, every once in a while, Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair.
War begins and he dies before he commits any sins.
3 league wins in a row, I suspect, for Liverpool. That's been rather exciting stuff, I think. Shrieking Violets, that's on Broken Records. That's from San Francisco, California. War is the title of it. And here's another record that I came up with in the course of the search for that Little Richard cover version.
Hello.
Seemed to fade out slightly in the middle, but came back and finished strongly, I think. Bobo Jenkins, about whom nothing is known beyond the fact that he was called Bobo Jenkins, and that's on Fortune Records. Baby, Don't You Want to Go? And this is the first tonight in session from Velocity Girl, their first session for the programme too. Here comes.
So no one take it personal. Who not talk about done? You think me confident? All me have to do is send for the new gun. Anything test dead. We just fly off dozen head. Down the mercy.
Kill them.
Duck a dill dill dill. Sell a boy get killed. Duck a dill dill dill. You better sign on no will. Duck a dill dill dill. A boy get killed. Duck a dill dill dill. Look up in the barrel. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the oxa. Take out the tongue. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the oxa. Take out them tongue. When them see me see the hit man a come. Say me say me just can't done. Say me see the hit man a come. Say me say me just can't done. Them one tie. They come a them funeral. Them things say. Them on the Them on the general. Enough of them a pose up like a them run the world. Let me tell you something. Fi me gun it a me girl. Enough of them a pose like a them run the world. Let me tell you something. Fi me gun it a me girl. Me gun me hug up and kiss. Sleep with that night. If a boy try a thing, me shut out in my side. You know I and I is dynamite. When me hold my cavona strictly truth and right. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the oxa. Take out the tongue. Limb by limb we a go cut them down. Send for the oxa. Take out the tongue. When you see me see the hit man a come. See me say me just can't done. See me see the hit man a come. See me say me just can't done. Them one tie, them one tie. Look come on them funeral, them things say, them things say. Them on the general, them one tie, them one tie. Look come on them funeral, one them no say, them no say. I man is the general, pick your coffin. Your burial spot, you know see I and I me coming down at pick your coffin. Your burial spot, you know see cut the rank and roll up the spot, pick your coffin. Your burial spot, you know see I and I me coming down at you see the gunshot. When that fire hit at all the informer them fi step back you see the gunshot. When that fire hit at, tell them I and I roll up the spot you see the gunshot. When that fire hit at, you must build a big house. Whoever dove got with flowers a door we have flowers span top. No pretty candle hit up in a that mind me send you down there. Go cool and relax you think a holiday in when you hit up in a that. Listen I and I on the mic just a chat. Them one tie, them one tie. To come at them funeral, them things say, them things say. Them on the general, them one tie, them one tie. To come at them funeral, one them no say, them no say. I manage the general, limb by limb, we a go cut them down, send for the oxa. Take out the tongue, limb by limb, we a go cut them down, send for the oxa. Take out the tongue, when you see me see the hit man a come. See me say me just can't done. See me see the hit man a come. See me say me just can't done. Can't trust lyrics and me coffee fling down. Lyrics and me mouth is like a bullet from a gun. Any boy test me just fling that tongue. One of them come me just shot that tongue. Pressure cut the rock lyrics a come up on me tongue. Them one tie, them one tie. To come at them funeral, them things say, them things say. Them are the general. Duck a dill, say that boy get killed. Duck a dill, pick up and Warwick a hill. Duck a dill. I know no will. Duck a dill, you get the pies of hill.
That's Cutty Ranks on Fashion Records, Limb by Limb, and before that it was Velocity Girl, the first from them in session. Here comes the lineup of the band. Jim Spellman on drums, Kelly Riles on bass and guitar, Archie Moore on guitar, vocals and bass, Brian Nelson on guitar, and Sarah Shannon on vocals. 4 more from them before the end of the programme. And here's the unhappily named DJ Dick. on Germany's Low Spirit record label, Silver Surfer by DJ Dick. You know, every Saturday afternoon I sit in the Radio 1 office upstairs, the office that Andy Kershaw and Alan Freeman and myself share, and I think to myself, today I'm going to do something really exciting and interesting and have fun, experience fun, and go to that Hungarian, that exhibition of Hungarian cartoonists that I've been promising myself for several weeks, and end up by doing nothing at all. I just sit there and feel sorry for myself and listen to the football on the radio and get profoundly depressed. So really, by the time I get round to doing the programme, you're virtually the first people I've spoken to all day. Not today, actually, as it happens, but most weekends this is the case. The first coming up now from Skink, that's Shib on guitar and drum programming, Rob on bass, Ross on vocals. This is Dark Side. Fresh-faced tearaways with their eyes on the stars from Newthorpe Knots. That's Skink, the first from them, which is called Dark Side. And I just had to play this one more time. I know I've played it dozens of times already, but just once more. Go on, let me. Notice, if you will, that he mentions the new single, Why Are People Grudgeful, in the course of that one, which is by The Fall, of course. Kimball on Strange Fruit Records, taken from a session recorded for this programme in January of 1992. It's 11:30 on 24 Hours 1FM, and Brian Deacon has the news.
A 4-year-old boy's been killed in a bombing at a crowded shopping centre at Warrington in Cheshire. 40 people were injured, some seriously. It's the second time in less than a month that the town's been the target of terrorist attacks. Labour's Northern Ireland spokesman Kevin McNamara says that's worrying.
There's obviously another unit in operation in the northwest of the IRA. It seems to be a wanton form to come back to a city where they'd been foiled before and to carry out a different type of target, but still aimed at people, from going from the gasometers to going to the shopping centre, which is a change of policy from their point of view. And there's also been a change of policy in going back really to a place where they've been foiled in the past. So I think it is a very serious matter.
The area where the bombs exploded was evacuated and sealed off while police searched for clues. Kevin Bouquet is there.
There is shock and bitterness in Warrington tonight as people wonder why they've been targeted twice in 3 weeks by terrorists. When the town's gasworks exploded 22 days ago, it was considered a miracle that scores of people weren't killed or seriously injured. Now, this second attack has left people bewildered. While no one believes there's anything fair or rational about terrorism, they find it incomprehensible that their community should have been singled out again.
In Northern Ireland, police say a large quantity of explosives have been found following a search of a number of houses in West Belfast. Police say the find has undoubtedly saved lives by stopping the IRA from carrying out another bombing mission in the city. President Yeltsin says he'll rule Russia by decree. He's to hold a referendum next month. He's told the army to stay neutral. His opponents have accused him of attempting a coup. To sport, France are this year's Rugby Union Five Nations champions. They beat Wales 26-10 this afternoon. Ireland brought off the shock of the season when they beat England 17-3 in Dublin. In another kind of football, Aston Villa's win against Sheffield Wednesday puts them back at the top of the Premier League. Norwich, who were there this morning, lost to Wimbledon. They're now third. In Scotland, Rangers lost away to Celtic in the Old Firm match, but still lead the rest by 7 points. Be churlish of me not to mention that Liverpool won, Everton didn't. A last gasp winner. That's 148th local derby, I believe. John, that's 1FM News, next at 1 o'clock.
Thank you very much for that, Brian.
My pleasure.